All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you everyone for showing up. My name is Debbie Vilches Ordenas. I'm the current president of Heartland Song Network. We are a 501c3 registered nonprofit here in Kansas City that is literally created for the artists. We were created to uplift the artistry, their songwriting through collaboration, networking, and mentorship. So thank you guys for being here. We've got a few things that we're going to run through today. This is Julie Hume. She is our board member, and she's going to be doing a little interview. A few things that we've got going on for this December/January is we're actually doing a happy hour at the Brick. Julie, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're not just doing one happy hour, we're going to do 5 happy hours. We are going to, for the next Monday and every Monday coming up through the 1st of January, except for the 29th, we are going to be doing a real good happy hour. We'll have an extra artist playing for 3 songs, and then we're going to do a raffle. We've got some great stuff to raffle off, some instruments and different things. And we're going to raise money for a New Orleans room. We're going to Folk Alliance International in New Orleans this year and supporting area musicians. We are partnering with KKFI and Kansas City Folk Fest and Ensemble Iberica to have a Kansas City room and feature basically artists from around this area. It's pretty expensive, so we have an auction online. We're taking donations, and like I said, we're going to have Mr. Bo Bledsoe and his family playing tomorrow night at Real Great Happy Hour. And
tomorrow.
I hope you can make one of them, because these Monday nights are going to be really special. We're going to have some really good musicians playing and earning money for us. And so, hope to see some of you there. And you want to tell them about the auction a little bit?
Yes, so we have our auction that is currently live and will be live through December 22nd until 11:45 p.m. And it is going to be in support for local songwriters, our youth programming, and really all of the programming that we have for 2026. So if you guys take a look at it, there's a lot of experiences that you can bid on. Dining packages, which I don't know if you guys are interested, but there is a dining package in a staycation at Crossroads Hotel and at Lowe's. So that's going to be a really good one. And then there's a lot of really good instruments. Some of them are Julie's instruments, so you know they're the good stuff. So that'll be available.
I snuck them out of my house, yeah.
And if anybody wants the QR code or any help navigating that, just see me over in the booth and I'll help you guys with it.
Tomorrow night we're raffling off a brand new auto harp.
Yes, so tomorrow is our first happy hour. So if you guys want to show up, we've got Julie's going to be playing, but we also have Bo Bledsoe, Aiden Bledsoe, and Maya Bledsoe.
Yeah,
so it's
gonna
a
be
family trio.
Night tomorrow night, going to be incredible. Yeah, and coming up we have Cal Shapiro and Les Ismore and Beth and Brandon coming up in coming weeks. So a lot of good music coming up.
Yes, thank you guys again. I'm going to actually let Julie do a little interview with Ashtyn today. So thank you guys for showing up.
Ashtyn. Welcome, Ashtyn. We're glad to have you as a guest tonight. I have a feeling some of the folks here already know you, but I'd like to start out and have you tell people where you're from and where you've been playing lately.
So I'm from Fayetteville, Arkansas, but I started playing in Missouri and the Midwest as a young teenager, and I've been touring across the U.S. and Europe.
And I understand you started playing a lot in public when you were a university student, is that correct?
So I started playing a bunch when I was actually like 13.
Oh, okay.
But I was playing like 300 shows a year when I started college at 16.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And that was difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really hard. I got a science degree. I have a degree in geology.
Yes, I know. I'm married to a geology major.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that.
But I don't know. Doing like all degrees are definitely difficult, but the science and math heavy degree while being at venues late at night was definitely really interesting. A lot of homework in bars.
Did a lot of your professors come to see you play?
I had some. The physics professor, like the lab physics professors would sometimes come out.
Those are the fun guys, right?
Yeah,
the
the
physics
physics.
guys. Yeah, a little more creative.
Yeah. Had somebody that played on stage with you.
Oh yeah, and I did have one of my, actually like in middle school, I was in jazz band, and my teacher there, sometimes he'll sit on me now, or sit in. Yeah,
okay,
for shows,
wonderful.
which is really sweet.
Wonderful. And now, did you grow up in Fayetteville?
Yes, I did.
Okay, alrighty. And tell me some of the places that you've been playing recently. You talked about international.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about some of that?
Yeah, so one of my favorite shows that I've done recently was in Apolska, Netherlands. And there's a sheep farmer named Henry who, he has just a really big passion for music, and he hosts a kind of listening room show for about like 100 attendees, and it was just a beautiful event. We all came together with plants and little cookies and teas and had a lovely concert. But I really love the Netherlands and also the UK and Denmark. Those are some of my favorites. They really have an appreciation for the music from our region.
And have you been there several times?
Yes, I love to. I've been over there. I've been to Europe now 8 times for shows. The last time was this past March. I was over there a whole month.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, and tell us a little bit about the recordings that you've done and what you're working on right now as far as projects.
So whenever I was 17 and getting into writing music, I had a family friend who had known me since I was like 3 or 4, who he was like, I think it's ready for you to make a record. And he really had me do his homework. He's well connected in Nashville, a close family friend named Jeffrey Clemens, and he essentially had me do homework on a lot of his good friends in the area and decide who I wanted to hire to make my first EP. So my first record I made at the Butcher Shop, which was John Prine and David Ferguson's studio.
Oh, wonderful.
And they were so sweet. I was really young, and
what year was this?
so this would have been 2017.
Okay.
And I was just getting started, and they were so sweet and supportive. I didn't know how to correctly write numbers charts or anything for the session musicians, and it was incredible. And then I made my next record at the Wood Brothers studio in Nashville.
Oh, wonderful.
And the most recent one, actually, I had some support from Mid-America Arts Alliance from here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And they do a grant program in Northwest Arkansas called Artist 360, and they help support my most recent album, which was recorded in Arkansas. I produced it, and it was all local artists and players. It was my bandmates. It wasn't session players, which was really special.
And I suppose all of those could be purchased today.
Yeah.
Over here. Yeah. If you haven't seen, we've got an area over here where you can see what she's got. It looks like you've got vinyl and CDs.
I have vinyl of my most recent record called Sent Through the Ceiling. What is it? Oh, you said it's cheaper? Oh yeah, I have CDs too. I have CDs of all 3 records. The first EP, actually, there's only 20 left. I might print some more eventually. I mean, they're almost gone. So.
Well, tell us a little bit about your songwriting now. Did you start writing songs also when you were 13 or 14?
So I've always, I grew up with my mom kind of without TV or internet, and it was always a very creative household. So I was allowed to color and paint on the walls, and she'd paint it over, and I would make up little songs even whenever I was 4. So I found at one point some on my mom's.
Can we hear one of those?
I wish I remembered actually, but I found my mom had a desktop computer. It wasn't hooked to internet. But she had this little old microphone you could plug into it, and I would just write songs about I would write about my dog stuffed animal and stuff. But I found some stuff like that. But I really got more into songwriting after I played in cover bands actually for a couple years. I was in an indie folk cover band from 2011 to 2016, and also during that time I tried out playing and singing backup in a girl jazz band and. Played flute and different instruments in a Middle Eastern band, and I really spent some time learning a lot of other music before I started writing. Seriously.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You've got that breadth of experience.
Yeah, I think
different
it helped
genres.
me have a good instinct on what I liked about songs, and gave me more of an internal compass on where to go when you're writing.
Now, in the last 5 years or so, who would you say you've been influenced by the most as far as different musicians, both
So-
locally and internationally?
One that, especially the past year, that I've just been, I think, like, really blown away by and very inspired by is Ken Pomeroy. She's a young girl from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and her songwriting just blows me away. Another person is Adrienne Linker. She writes amazing stuff, and I actually took one of her songwriting classes.
Oh, wonderful.
So this past year I did like a artist retreat in a cabin in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I dove into open tunings and Adrienne Linker lectures for a week. So.
Wow. I want to know what you can tell us before I let you get started. What can you tell us about some of the things that have been influencing your songs lately? Are there any themes that you see coming up again and again these days?
I think every song that I write is really personal to me. I share a lot of like details that are like my diary, and even whenever I'm like have a songwriting prompt, like lately I've been writing quite a bit for an NPR arts podcast called Arts and Letters, and even when those are kind of like prompted, like they mail me a book that's a surprise and I write songs about those themes, I always pull from personal experience. So a lot of it has to do with like learning who I am, and when I interact with people and feel certain things, that really comes through the songs. Like it's a lot of like personal interactions.
So, do you still like coffee with cinnamon?
I do, and it is really funny because at the local coffee shops, like in Fayetteville, like people do think it's like really funny to like bring that up. If you're at the checkout, they're like, "Do you want some cinnamon in that?" And I was like, "Okay, you heard the record." It is funny. And
I was at Cafe Corazon and I was ordering coffees. I was like, maybe I should get our guest a cinnamon coffee today.
That's so funny.
I thought you were probably sick of that. So.
yeah, my dad's always bringing it up too.
Well,
but
we're
yes.
thrilled to have you tonight.
Thank
Let's give a
you.
big hand to Ashtyn Barbaree. And I've noticed that you have some guests over here.
Yes, I got some special.
We've got Mr. Devin Taryn, who
Yep.
we love. He's a
And then Patty Steele.
Patty Steele.
Ooh,
Okay,
yes.
so let's give them a big hand. Ashtyn Barbaree.
Yeah, so this was, you guys might have known, this was originally booked as a solo show, but sometimes whenever your friends are in town, you end up at Devin's music studio, and then we're like, why don't we all just come? So Patty was in town last night playing at the Greenwood Social Hall, and I met Devin through TikTok during COVID. So.
And I met him at the Honky Tonk Cosmic Cowboy Ball that I played, for Lost Cowgirl Records in Lawrence. So we all know each other from different places.
Well, I'm happy we're here tonight. This first song is one I wrote for Arts and Letters, and it's about missing the feeling of being looked out for. So I tour a lot across the U.S. and drive a lot, and there's a lot of magic when you're a kid. Like when you're on your bike, you don't realize like your dad tightened the training wheels, and maybe your neighbor doesn't pull out of their driveway and lets you do your thing. You know, there's a lot of magic. So sometimes I miss that.
We spent hours hiding acorns for the squirrels. Wonder if they ever found them, or if they grew tiny forest in the hollow of a red oak tree. If you had the chance to, would you trade it all? for the peace of mind we had back then. Looking back, I know there was someone keeping me safe. May not have noticed, but I miss that feeling. I miss that feeling. I miss that feeling. I miss that feeling. Dreaming of the days when I could trust in anyone. The innocence in never knowing. The chaos and the light that circles round us every night once again. You don't have to hold the worries of the world. It's not on your shoulders anymore. Take this prize, hold my hand. We don't have to understand it now. If you had the chance to, would you trade it all, the lessons you've learned, for the peace of mind we had back then? Looking back, I know there was someone keeping me safe. May not have noticed, but I miss that feeling. Looking back, I know there was someone keeping me safe. May not have noticed then, but sometimes I miss that feeling.
Thank y'all so much. So that's a real brand new song. You can find it on YouTube. That's the only place. Or that Arts and Letters podcast. So this next song also has to do with kind of, I was just talking about driving a lot and traveling, and that's a big theme in a lot of my songs because I do spend so much time on the road. So this song's called Along for the Ride. I'm really thankful for kind of like the ups and downs of being a full-time musician. It can be really tricky, but I'm thankful for what it's brought.
You ask me what I think about when I'm driving through the night. It's everything I've ever done. I can't make it right. Hold my breath, hold on tight till you hold me in your arms tonight. Through the tunnel, exit signs while the headlights kiss the yellow lights. And the distance in between where I am and where I want to be. It's a long, long way from here. It's a long, long way from here. But don't mind, I'm along for the ride. Lebanon, Missouri, still a painful place to drive. I wasn't ready to tell you goodbye. see you in your sister's eyes. There's a difference in between who I am and who I used to be. And it's a long, long way from here. It's a long, long way from here. But I don't mind. I'm along for the ride. All these different situations fill my mind with heavy questions, and it's a long, long way from here. It's a long, long way from here. But I don't mind. No, I don't mind. I'm along for the ride.
Thank you. Okay, so I just was in the UK in March, and while I was there, I actually ended up writing and recording a brand new song. And I have it ready to go. I'll probably put it out in the next couple months. But I went over to Europe with my friend Sarah Lilly, and we had some lovely British singers do some harmonies on this. So I'm really excited to release a song with like 4 female voices. I played piano on it and guitar also, but it's about wanting to get to know someone that you should have known for a long time. So in this case, when Sarah and I were writing it, it was about wanting to know like a family member earlier in your life on that deeper level. So get to know you.
The sound of your laughter or the stories you don't tell, but I think about it sometimes and wonder if you do as well. Would you even recognize me? Would I be a stranger in the crowd? Do you see yourself in my reflection? What do we do about it now? Some nights I try to imagine what it would be like to meet you now. I wanna get to know ya like the back of my hands. Trace the pieces that I missed, fill the gaps, rewrite the plans. We don't have to know the answers or where we're gonna start. Just something to hold on to that reminds us who we are. each other all alone. Life with things we thought were hopeless, we were never that far gone. Some nights I try to imagine what it would be like to meet you now. I wanna get to know you like the back of my hands. Trace the pieces that I missed, fill the gaps, rewrite the plans. We don't have to know the answers or where we're gonna start. Just something to hold on to that reminds us who we are. Some nights I try to imagine what it would be like to meet you now. I wanna get to know you like the back of my hands. Trace the pieces that I missed, fill the gaps, rewrite the plans. We don't have to know the answers or where we're gonna start. Just something to hold on to that reminds us who we are.
Thank you. And Patty and Devin are absolutely amazing. They actually haven't heard most of these songs. So that is the magic that they are. But I think that this is a very special event, and like how intimate it is. I feel like having this kind of experience together, I think that's special, you know? So I hope you're understanding and you have grace if you hear something, but I think it sounds great.
It's all about a feeling, you know?
Yeah,
And
it definitely gives me the feelings.
Okay.
This next song, in my mind, is a romantic thunderstorm song. It's called Lost in Your Eyes. I've always thought like thunderstorms were just, I don't know, so romantic. I used to write at my mom's house. She had these like double doors, and when it would thunderstorm, I would open them up and turn off all the lights and play piano.
I would
So-
just
There's
watch it.
nothing like Midwest thunderstorm on an east facing front porch.
Yeah, I'll have to think about which way her porch is facing, but yeah, this song's called Lost in Your Eyes.
Lights go out, the sky comes down. I feel a teardrop on my head. Silent words in your arms, like the storm that's rolling in. The wind surrounds us. I don't want to let you go. Lost in your eyes, time stands still. Nothing else matters. Seems to say it ever will. In this moment, it's you and me. Lose your hand in mine, we'll drift away into the night. Watch you walk across the floor, With your hand in mine, we'll drift away into the night.
Thank you guys so much. So in 2018, I toured in Europe for the very first time, and I actually fell in love in Copenhagen. Highly recommend going to the Christmas market. They have hot wine, and they put these little nuts in the wine. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, so I was like, oh, that's funny. You can't drink that, really. It's funny.
Go to Copenhagen, hot nuts.
Yeah, Copenhagen. You can get a little hot wine, and the cups are cute. It's sweet. It's not like hot, like, what do you call it? Astringent wine. But anyway. So this song is about when you're with someone you love, they can make it feel like your favorite season, which I really love summertime. You wouldn't be able to tell that based on my tour schedule, because I go to Scandinavia in the winter, but I do love the warmth. So this song's called Copenhagen.
I know you're tired, and it's late. You're out of reasons to stay awake. And if you dream, think of me. Copenhagen on Christmas Eve. You were hiding in the open, right in front of me. And I never saw you coming. When I'm with you, it feels like summertime. The sunshine I'm waiting for, I find it in your eyes. When we're apart, darling, I lose my mind. Counting every moment till your hands are back in mine. We were stuck at the airport, I was crying on the phone. You knew just what to say when I couldn't take it anymore. You were hiding in the open, right in front of me. And I never saw you coming. When I'm with you, it's not always summertime. And I'll stick beside you, honey, rain or shine. When we're apart, darling, I lose my mind. Count every moment till your hands are back in mine. When I'm with you, it feels like summertime.
Thank you guys so much. This is such a beautiful space. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you guys for inviting me. This is real sweet and special.
This next song is about feeling like you're in the right place at the right time. And I'm thankful that I'm right here, exactly right now. Also, there's one line in here that actually came from a conversation from last time I was in Kansas City. I was downtown and I went into a Walgreens and they had just had something not good happen inside the Walgreens. And I was talking to the security guard and we got to talking about where he was from, and he told me that where the area he was from in Africa, instead of doing greetings like hello, like how are you, hi, it was that you say I see you, and it's like carries a lot more weight. And I liked that. It was like he was keeping an eye on people in there and making sure everybody was doing right. So there's a line about him in this song. Haven't checked my phone in hours, and for once my mind is quiet. I've been working blue collar, just barely getting by. I heard about another country. No hellos, no how have you been? When you said that you saw me, felt like the first time someone did. Drive through stranger bought me coffee. I fell down and a doctor caught me. All turns green, didn't run the red light. Sent the text right before my phone died. I found a place where I belong. Didn't you? Feeling too good. I saw myself the way you do. Look why you make me do. You don't have to say it. You don't even have to try. There's no need to be anxious. I see the secrets in your eyes. Drive through stranger bought me coffee. I fell down and a doctor caught me. All turns green, didn't run the red light. Sent the text right before my phone died. I found a place where I belong. Didn't you? Feeling too good. I saw myself the way you do. Look why you make me do. Holding on to this moment.
whenever when I write songs, I always come home and like show my boyfriend, and then he was like, why do you want to go to that note? That note's so high, you know. It's definitely like, it's just funny sometimes what you hear in your head, and then you're like, I'm gonna have to do
It's
that.
like, maybe you should take that down a couple steps.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very ambitious note to just be like, you know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but he's just also.
Maybe he's just saying, you just
Yeah.
need some rest after the road.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your way of like exhausting the idea. You know? I've seen Philip have some interesting ideas.
Oh yeah. So this song's called "Rhythm of the Road." I've talked a lot, I feel like, so far about like ups and downs and things like that, and the nights like this that fill your heart, where people are kind and listening and stuff like that. This is like kind of what powers musicians through the nights where sometimes we play in these like rowdy bars, and really some people would like rather be singing karaoke. And it's really a strange experience when you're out here like singing your diary, and it's always really interesting. But I'm really thankful for you guys and Manor Records and Heartland Song Network for creating an atmosphere where songwriters can kind of really share who they are, and people are sweet about it. So this is Rhythm of the Road, and I'm thankful for y'all.
There's this one. I thought it was.
Spoon? Or you can use that.
I can play spoon too.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, it's not.
My favorite thing. You're the only person I know that knows how to play
Oh,
this
there's
thing.
plenty of spoon players.
I just eat soup with them.
I'm just a dead body.
All right.
Backing up under the bar lights, tired and kissed, done for the night. Johnny yelling, battle our next time. A lady walks up, mud in a coat. She said, I just want to thank you for what you wrote. And thank you, stranger, for opening your heart. And the rhythm of the road can be so hard. You lift you up and lay you down, finding hope from town to town. I've found where I belong. Pulling over under the street light. It's the only car on the road. It's the middle of the night. Should've learned our lessons last time. I wake up with the sunrise, face the glass, looking inside, asking me if everything's alright. And thank you, stranger, for opening your heart. And the rhythm of the road can be so hard. It'll lift you up and lay you down, finding hope from town to town. I found
to take too much away, but Ashtyn and I she used to invite me to come play at senior centers, and I loved getting to play the spoons because it would surprise them every time. You know, they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I eat soup with them," and they'd be like, "That's so crazy."
Yes. In my free time, I love to play at like the memory care.
I love that.
Yeah, memory care centers and nursing homes and assisted living. I go to all of them in Northwest Arkansas, and sometimes I'll do like a Johnny Cash, June Carter like tribute show, and walk in there, and it's sweet.
So, not to one up on the spoon stories. Patty, you're amazing. But in high school, there was a long tradition. We had one teacher, and I don't know what he taught because I never had him, but every year there'd be like a Broadway review kind of show, talent show. And he would always do a large production with many students joining him of Lowrider, featuring him playing an extended spoon solo.
Oh my gosh.
Low Rider.
That's
every year.
Wow.
I'll find you footage.
That is crazy.
Yeah, see that?
Sounds like a challenge.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, we could recreate the show.
Oh.
That is so crazy.
So we talked a little about like songwriting process earlier, and I love to write just on random ideas that come to my head, like phrases or melodies, but also one exercise that I did at like an artist residency is you look at news headlines, and without reading the article, you write a story just based off the news headline. And the ones in Florida, you know, they're just, for some reason they're just a little more interesting. Yeah, so I was at an artist residency north of New York City, and we had all these news headlines printed off on the table. And this one I grabbed was actually from Lincoln, Nebraska. But a lady caught her apartment on fire burning love letters. And so I thought about like the most dramatic things I could, like, yeah, like my friends' worst situations and all that, and just wrote this really dramatic like country song. And it's really interesting to me, you never know what songs will resonate with people, and this one gets more radio play than any other song that I've written, so it's interesting. It's called Up in Flames. Oh, let me tune. It'll be worth it.
Tune or die.
That is. All right.
Yeah, this guitar is like unsure about the temperature changes. It was like 60 or 70 yesterday.
Yeah, because when I left, it was sun shining. I was in a dress with no pants. I felt great, and then I got up here and I was like, oh, it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold up here.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm fine tuning tonight too. So this.
When I was driving, I was like, wait, is that snow? Like, are those like
I
piles of
didn't
snow?
get it down there.
Yeah, I've been like,
Or at least
I was
not
wearing
often.
like sandals yesterday. So we only live like 3 hours south, so that really confused me. Oh, I can hear you. Oh yeah, up in flames. That's fine.
wanted more. Cause when it all goes up in flames, broken glass across the floor, I thought you wanted me, but you wanted more.
Thank you. This next song is the song that I released the most recently. I think this went out maybe in August or September. I wrote this song with my friend Thomas Stringfellow in Northwest Arkansas, and we wrote it about a situation that I had moved on from someone, and then they came back around and were like, hey, wouldn't it be great if we tried this again? And I was like, no way. So it's kind of a little bit, it's a little like, I don't know what to say about it. But it's called You Had Your Dance. So it's like, I've moved on, you should too.
I didn't mean to fall, I never knew it'd last so long. I fell in love with someone I barely knew. My mama used to call, she told me time to move along. I couldn't listen cause I saw the best in you. I used to tell my family when you said you loved me, I told them everything I thought you'd know by now. You had your chance to love me, you had your dance and left me. Now that I'm over you, you're coming back around. It's just like you to reminisce. Was there something that I missed when you held me? I always felt alone. I used to tell my family when you said you loved me, I told them everything I thought you'd know by now. You had your chance to love me, you had your dance and left me. Now that I'm over you, you're coming back around. But all my friends know what you said that night. There's nothing left to say to put us back in time. There is nothing left to say. There is nothing left to say. I used to tell my family when you said you loved me, I told them everything I thought you'd know by now. You had your chance to love me, you had your dance and left me. Now that I'm over you, you're coming back around.
I had someone at a show come up to me after that, and they were like, hey, I think this song's about me. And if you think it's about you, it probably is.
I wonder if I could guess.
I'll tell everybody his name is Jack. Open book. We're on a live stream.
So there's like some different nonprofit arts organizations in Northwest Arkansas that have been a huge part of my career and stuff like that. And this song was written at one of those locations. It's called the House of Songs, but it's like a magical little house. I heard they're about to open one in Kansas, which is close by. But right now there's one in Austin, Texas, in Bentonville, and it started in Denmark. But it's a magical place where they bring songwriters from around the world, and then they take care of your meals and accommodations, and you just get to create, and you own the songs you write. So I wrote this song with a couple songwriters in Austin, Texas, at this creative house. It's called Changes. At the time, 2 of us were moving in with a boy for the first time. And so we started brainstorming about, like, I don't know, all the changes in life and things like that. And also this song, there's an NPR live session. I have a full band video. We did it for this song. Yay.
Try to figure out a David Bowie joke, but I'm not going to be able to make it.
Shiny skin, lumps that are red, and it's a new beginning, baby. Breaking locks and taking names, mixing pleasure with the pain. You make it easy to step into reality. Pulling nails inside the bed. Can't you see the changes? The sky's clear, so sincere. Take a stroll to the unknown. Paper mache, you sing the string. Can't escape what the gonna say. Brush off my shoulder, just getting to know ya. These comfy shoes with shafted blues. Can't you see the changes? No more sleeping in the sun, no more healing in the top. Do you know what you're after? Or is this a disaster?
I haven't released that
Okay,
song.
because that's the other one that I was like thinking.
Oh yeah, I kind of want to release like the live version from the NPR sessions online, but that song has a kind of different feel than the rest of everything I've released, and so it's kind of tricky to knowing
how to phrase it.
What the best thing to do is, because I do like that song, but people might be a little confused. Like if they heard that and then went to all of the rest of my.
Maybe your next album.
Yeah, we'll see. At some point, I'll make probably a record or EP that's a little more that style.
Risque. Little rocky.
Little Rocky? Little Rocky?
Rock and roll.
So my latest record, I wrote most of the songs on piano, but pianos are so heavy. I've been playing most of them out on guitar. So anyway,
What are we doing?
that's who you're shadow. This song started off as like a little song idea to put on TikTok. I have a couple students, and they were like, "You're supposed to put like an idea out on TikTok that is not done yet and see how people respond." And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird, but
That's
I'll.
how you end up with unsolicited steals.
Yeah. So I was just trying it out. I was putting little like 30-second clips of an idea, and then if people would. It's a weird thing to do. I definitely wouldn't want to do my whole career like that. But this song responded well, and so I wrote the rest of it. And that's actually how I met Devin as well.
Well, if you leave out food, you're going to attract animals. So.
I just was like, what?
Yeah, so Devin and I met because I had some song ideas out, and then he had this series called Unsolicited Steal, where he would just collaborate with people. That's hilarious.
It's like breadcrumbs.
But yeah, I heard him and I was like, whoa, that's great. That's a hard instrument to play. Look at all the buttons. There's like so many pedals and little levers and things. It's impressive. Okay, so this song's called 2 a.m. Shadow.
E flat, right?
Yeah, E flat. I also play all my songs in lots of different keys, so the musicians around me are very patient, kind people.
Try.
Look for instruments.
Like surprise!
On the other day you might call, thinking you going. No one picks up the phone. Don't try to tell me it's in my head. Do you change your mind a lot? Or was this just not what you thought it'd be? 'Cause I'd like to meet your friends someday. We have a couple more songs for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. This is so sweet. This is my second time playing in Kansas City. The first time was at the other Manor records.
Yeah.
They're my favorite. I like them. They're so nice. Yeah. I wrote this next song with a friend named Bonnie Montgomery. She writes a lot of outlaw country, and she showed me this like little plucky thing on the guitar, and once she showed me, I was hooked. So
That's Bonnie.
this song goes out to my papa Daryl. He always really liked this song. I guess I'll count myself. No, we didn't. I wrote this one with my friend Willie Carlisle, which I know he comes up here to KC sometimes to play. And it's called The Great Forgiver. Dogs have a lot of forgiveness in their hearts, and it's really sweet. And I wish sometimes we were all more like dogs. You back in over and over. How much forgiveness do you need? I haven't buried nothing. I remember everything, mostly things that I don't want to see. My greatest strength, my greatest weakness. I'm starting over all the time. If you think you love me, you don't know me. The trouble is, neither do I. When you're kissing all the girls out in Colorado, do you ever call them by my name? Or do you call them darling, or tell them that you love them? You wait to find your life rearranged. My greatest strength is my greatest weakness. I'm starting over all the time. If you think you love me, you don't know me. The trouble is, neither do I. When you awake, if you look to the east, I'll be the wings upon the dawn. I'm your great forgiver, but I remember everything, even when the best of us is gone. My greatest strength is my greatest weakness. I'm starting over all the time. If you think you love me, you don't know me. The trouble is, neither do I. My greatest strength is my greatest weakness. I'm starting over all the time. If you think you love me, you don't know me. The trouble is, neither do I. Thank y'all so much.